Why, hello, my friends. Hello. Welcome to Shakespeare's Coffee Break. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I'm coming to you live. This is a partially live episode today. Coming to you live from a coffee house here near my house, and it's more robust internet. Let's see how this works for you. But let's start things off with a nice noisy slurp, shall we? That's just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. Well, welcome. And make sure that you go and like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. And you can also watch it on YouTube at youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. While you're at it, go like all my other stuff. My regular Facebook page, Shakespeare Approves. Instagram, Shakespeare Daughter Approves. Twitter, Shakespeare Approves. TikTok. Yep, Shakespeare has a TikTok. Good, do it. I hope the noise isn't too loud for you today. But we're trying something new and different. And I do hope that you're having a great day. But we're going to stop things off here in just a moment with an amazing friend of mine, Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland. The interview that we're putting up on screen here was recorded at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival, I beg your pardon, this past May. And I think you're going to have fun. But in the meantime, if you enjoy this show, if you want to support the show, you can do so by going to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. Or become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. Tiers start at $3, go all the way up to $30. And you are really helping me along. Basically, you're paying for my car right now. So that's pretty amazing. Andy is watching over on YouTube. Hello, Andy. Thanks for watching today. And let's get into the show. So, my friends, here is...
It was amazing.
Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland.
What? No.
Like no one walks like that.
No, I mean apparently they do.
Apparently,
He's got to have really good calves to be doing that.
Seriously,
I thought I had good calves.
Yeah, you do have good calves.
That's the actual Pride of Ireland, is the calves.
The calves.
Yeah,
you're very well Essexed calf.
I mean, like the Queen even commented on the calves.
Oh wow.
Oh,
well,
right.
hey, naughty.
Yeah, that's really
Good. Hello, Internet. Friendly neighborhood Shakespeare here. I'm joined by Matthew Young, the Pride of Ireland.
That's right, friends.
And we are here at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival.
It's a lovely day.
A very lovely day.
Oh,
so, even though this is not going out until well after this festival is done, what's the rest of your schedule like for the day? Tell the people where you're going to be.
Oh, well then, friends.
In their past.
Yeah, sorry. Like, if you can go back in the time to this particular moment, if you want to come see me, I've got 2 more shows today. It's 2:30 and again at 4:30, and then I'll be at the pub sing with everybody else in the planet at 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, everyone's there. So
everyone is there.
Everyone.
That's right.
It's insane. So, Matthew Young, I have to ask, how did you get into this sordid business of being a Renaissance Festival performer?
Oh my goodness! Well, this happened. I mean, I led a fairly sheltered childhood, and then I moved around quite a bit. And it wasn't until I came to Texas. Scarborough was actually my home show. It was the first Renaissance Festival I ever went to. This was.
It's a beautiful one to come to.
Oh, it's when this is where you start things, like it's no surprise that you turn into something like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I first came here. Oh, it's been like 25 years at this point. As a sandals, shorts, and some kind of colorful shirt patron. And that very day, I got myself a wonderful bright purple velvet hat, not knowing anything about why purple is not good to be wearing out here if you're not royalty. I got a staff, and I listened to all the music, and then I was like, all right, I'm doing this forever now. And I kept coming back, and I interacted with people, and I made like a little character. It was amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Of course, it was Irish.
Of course, yes.
And then someone was like, you know what? You're having a lot of fun here, and everyone's having fun with you. Have you ever considered becoming a member of the performance company? And I'm like, come again? What is this? I don't know of this. And so they gave me all the information. And the first Renaissance Festival I actually performed at was not Scarborough. It was this tiny little fair in Roanoke, Texas, called the Huckwood Medieval Fantasy Festival in 1999. It was my first year on cast.
99?
Yeah! And I decided, then I was like, oh, this is amazing. I met a lot of people, lovely friends that I still am close to this day. And all of them, or at least a good majority, and I'm like, hey, we're all auditioning for Scarborough this year. Want to come? And I'm like, hell yes, I do. And the rest is history. I performed on the performance company here, the Scarborough Academy of Performing Arts, for 5 years, from 2000 to 2004. And then I went off into the world. I was doing opera, so I had to kind of come away from Renaissance festivals for a while. I went and did opera full time for, traveled the world for a few years. And then I was like, but I always had this in the back of my mind. I'd always come visit if I was in town.
Yeah.
And they'd always allow me to come perform and do things. And I was hanging out with Michael O'Quinn from the Ramblin' Sailors.
Oh, really?
He and I actually performed together here as Traveller's Song, a traditional Irish group, from 2010 to 2013, I believe. Something like that. And we 100% made it up. It was, it was after one drunken night of us going, hey, do you know this song? Do you know this song? Do you know this song? And then the next morning we got up on a stage and we're like, what did we do last night? Let's do that. And the rest is history for that. We made a few albums. It was lovely. It was a great time. And then I started the beer tasting show here in 2014. And talked about, it was just a giant beer nerd for 2 shows a day, and it was lovely. And then I moved up to New York. So I had to give that up, and Seamus still does it here at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival. If you're ever here and you do love a pint, Seamus at the Seamus's Beer Tasting shows is definitely something to check out. He is very knowledgeable. He provides a fantastic show. 100% look into him. And then I decided, and then I came, and, that's where we met. We met when I was in New York.
At New York.
And that's when I decided I was doing other things. I was making beer and doing all kinds of career things. I'd gotten away from the opera, but the music and the Renaissance festivals were always still in my heart. It was still a passion. So I decided, let's see what the New England festival circuit is like. And that's when I created the Pride of Ireland. That's when I decided, let's see what happens if I can do this on my own. And it turns out I could. So I decided to create the Pride of Ireland and did shows all over New England. Kind of developed a repertoire and a personality and an actual show, like writing scripts and things like that. And then some life upheavals happened, and
As they do,
and it prompted me to reevaluate what I really want out of my life. And I was like, everything has come and gone in hills and valleys in my life, but the one constant has always been this traditional music that I love, that I grew up with. My granddad was a bluegrass fiddler in the honky tonks in central Louisiana in the 1950s. And I grew up listening to that music, and then that kind of bridged the gap into the Irish music and just traditional music in general. So I had this love of this traditional music just in my blood, and this grown love of Renaissance festivals over the past 15, 20 years. And so in 2019, my partner Rose and I, we said, let's take the leap. Sold the house. We, got basically sold, donated, or threw away everything that we couldn't fit in a truck and a camper, and formed a festival circuit. And that's what we do now, full time, traveling the country and singing these songs to whoever wants to hear them.
That is kind of inspiring. You just said, bugger it all, I'm just gonna go do this. And here's a thing in my life that maybe I liked, but it doesn't fit. So
yeah,
it was literally what doesn't fit in your life. So.
It 100% was. It was a what's not essential. And and not just in the physical sense, but for us it was what is essential in our lives, and the music has always been there. And for about as long as I can remember, it's definitely the entirety of my adult life, the most the strongest ties and the most beloved connections happened right on these grounds. And I found more and more of those whenever I stepped onto grounds all over the country.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's wonderful and brilliant. Well, I'm very glad that you stepped onto the grounds in the first place. Because you and we are of an age, so when 15-year-old Matt Young going out like, yeah, I want to go do that, and then 18-year-old Matt Young saying, I'm going to join a cast. That's beautiful. I love it. So, lightning round.
Aye, let's do this.
Peanut butter, chocolate, or hazelnut. You get to marry one, murder one, and then make sweet oral love with another.
Oh my goodness! So is it an actual hazelnuts, or like is it something to be done?
It's like a Nutella. It's like
like a Nutella. Oh
like
my goodness! I would marry peanut butter. It's very stable.
All right.
You know, it's never gonna let you down.
And it's shelf stable too.
It's very it's wonderful. I would. So it's marry,
murder, make
and
sweet
oral love too. I would murder chocolate.
All right.
I would murder chocolate. Like there's moments of goodness there.
Yeah.
But there's also those times every now and then you bite into that 98% that you didn't really know existed, and it's just gonna slap you right in the face. Just bitterness all around. But that hazelnut Nutella stuff. Oh, sweet oral love. All day, every day. That's what I prepared my wife for right there.
All right. Well, that's good. All right. If you have a choice to be a bird or a dingo,
oh man,
why did you choose the dingo?
I mean, because you get the element of surprise every time. Right. No one knows what a dingo looks like.
That's a good point.
That's do you know what a dingo looks like? Go look it up. I know you won't. Also one of the cutest things in Australia. So you don't know that it also secretly will kill you. You don't know how, but it will.
Yeah, I mean, it could be with cyanide. It could be sneaking up on you.
It is very cute, adorable murder. Right there.
Like a cat.
Yes.
To an extent.
It is Australia's cat. Cats, you don't know this. Cats don't exist in Australia. It's just dingoes. And if it is a cat, it's a dingo in a cat suit. That's right.
We just learned
We did learn that.
What if it's a cat that wanted to be a dingo, but then wanted to blend back in with the cats?
Ooh,
so is
double
it a cat,
agent.
Is
double,
it a cat
agent.
dressed as a dingo, which is again dressed as a cat?
Oh man. See, that's a deep cut right there.
It really
you don't know. That one's that creature's gonna rule the world one day.
That's like a triple cross.
It goes back to it's like volcanic cave, secret lair to plot the death of humanity. Right?
Oh no, cat, don't do it. I love you too much.
Cat dingo cat.
Cat dingo cat.
That's right.
Cat dingo cat. All right. And finally, if you have one bit of advice that you'd like to give out to the world, what might it be?
Don't ever give up on anything that you think you can get away with. If you love something enough and you work hard at that thing, then you can do whatever you want with it. I've been fairly far and fairly wide, and I've done quite a bit of things, and I found that if I loved it enough and put the work into it, then I could do it. And you can do that too.
That's beautiful. And that's where we'll leave it. This is Matthew Young, the Pride of Ireland.
Aye.
Follow him in all the right places and all the right spaces, etc., including MySpace, for reasons, I don't know why MySpace. I mean, we're just going back to basics, I guess.
Hey, sometimes you got to go back to the well.
You do. And you know what? Tom really is my friend.
Oh, we're on just like this.
We're all friends with Tom. All right. Friends, that's Shakespeare's coffee break for today. I love you. You love me. This mutual glorious affection.
Oh, aye. Slán lá.
I was muted. Oh, live internet. Oh, goodness. Well, that was the amazing and talented Matt Young, one of my dearest and nearest friends in this Renaissance Festival world. I do hope that you enjoyed my talk with him, and also that this experiment is working. Let's have a live portion and try to make it all work that way. I'm going to go back and watch the playback and see if it works. And if it does, then we're going to do this all the time. Otherwise, it's just going to go 100% pre-recorded again. But friends, thank you so very much for joining me today. here on Shakespeare's Coffee. Oh, that happened again. Here on Shakespeare's Coffee Break. I'm going to be at the Connecticut Renaissance Fair again for 2 more weekends. That goes until October 17th. And join me tomorrow as well for Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. That's going to be Thursday morning, 9 a.m. on YouTube, my main Facebook page, and twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. Speaking of Nat21 Adventures, we do that on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. So go and do that. That's on twitch.tv. But make sure you go and like the show. Facebook.com/Shakespeare's Coffee Break. Also, follow me on YouTube, Shakespeare Approves. A regular Facebook page, Shakespeare Approves. Instagram, Shakespeare.approves. TikTok, Shakespeare.approves. And even Twitter, @ShakesApproves. If you want to support the show, you can. Buy me a cup of coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare. It's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare. And buy me a cuppa. Let's have one last nice, noisy slurp right now. Oh, that's just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. And if you ever want to send anything, send me an email. Let me know it's going to happen. Shakespeare@ShakespeareApproves.com. And if you want to send me a package, send it to P.O. Box 137, Gilbertsville, New York, 13776. But until next time, friends, I love you, you love me. That is mutual glorious affection. Thanks to Matt Young for being on. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.